All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever had that weird feeling that some of your favorite apps, I don't know, just seem to get you? Like, your music recommendations are always on point. Your email filter is getting freakishly good. They just keep getting smarter. I mean, think about it. It's nothing like that old clunky software from years ago that would just stay the same forever. Today's tech, it adapts, it learns. So the big question is, how? Well, that's the secret we're going to uncover today.
You know, it really boils down to this clash between two completely different worlds. On one hand, you've got your old-school static software. If there's a bug, it's going to stay broken, making that same mistake over and over until a human programmer physically goes in and rewrites the code. It's predictable, yeah, but it's also kind of dumb. And then you have dynamic AI. It learns from experience, it adapts when it gets new info, and it's always kind of quietly improving itself. But that brings up a really important question.
Right? How does it actually go from making a mistake to not making that same mistake a second time? What's the real mechanism that makes it smart? Well, the answer, and honestly the star of our show today, is this beautifully simple idea called the AI feedback loop. This right here is the invisible engine that powers pretty much all of the smart tech you use every single day.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of it like a continuous cycle. The AI tries something out, it watches to see what happens, it gets some kind of feedback on whether that was a good move or a bad one, and then, and this is the magic part, it actually rewires its own brain a little bit to do better the next time. It's just a constant loop of trial, error, and correction, happening thousands of times a second.
Let's break it down into 4 really easy steps. First, the AI takes an action. It suggests a word or it flags an email. Step 2, it observes the outcome. Did you actually use that suggested word? Then, step 3, the user, that's you, provides feedback. And a lot of the time you don't even realize you're doing it. And finally, step 4, the AI takes that feedback and adapts its internal logic. So let's see how this whole thing plays out with something you probably used about 5 minutes ago.
We're going to look at the unsung hero of your digital life, the good old spam filter. Honestly, this is the AI feedback loop in its purest, most perfect form.
So, here we go. Step 1, the AI takes action. Your email's AI agent sees a new newsletter come in, and based on everything it knows so far, it makes a call. This looks like junk. And bam, into the spam folder it goes.
Now for what might be the most important step of all, your feedback. You're looking through your spam folder and you spot that important newsletter. With one single click, you drag it back to your inbox. That simple little move, that is an incredibly powerful signal. You've just sent a crystal clear message to the AI. Nope, you got this one wrong. And this is just a brilliant picture of the AI's learning moment. It's the little light bulb turning on inside the machine. It gets your feedback, and its internal logic basically goes, oops, my bad. The things that make up this email, they're not spam. I gotta remember this for next time.
And here it is, the payoff. The loop is officially complete. The AI has now adapted its model. It literally got smarter, all because of you. So the next time that newsletter shows up, it lands right where it's supposed to, in your inbox. The entire system has improved, for good.
Okay, so it helps clean up our email. Big deal, right? Well, let's zoom out a little bit, because this simple loop is actually one of the most revolutionary ideas in all of modern technology.
So what's the big takeaway here? At the end of the day, this feedback loop is the secret sauce. It's what makes the difference between dumb static code and a dynamic learning system. It's what lets an AI mess up, learn from that mistake, and get better, all without a human programmer having to step in. Every single time you skip a song, like a photo, or choose a smart reply, you are the feedback. You're an active teacher for the AI all around you, whether you know it or not. And that really leaves us with a fascinating thought to chew on. This feedback loop is an incredibly powerful tool for making things better, but it's driven entirely by our choices, our clicks, our habits. So if we are the teachers in this massive global classroom, what lessons are we actually teaching our AI?